Welcome back. Flags are at half-staff around the nation in honor of former President Jimmy Carter, a Georgia peanut farmer who became governor, president, champion of democracy, and global humanitarian.
Ambassador Stuart Eisenstadt worked closely with former U.S. President Jimmy Carter when he ran for office.
He accomplished so much abroad and at home. Camp David Accords, bringing the first peace between Egypt and Israel. The normalization of relations with China, putting human rights at the center of his foreign policy by which every president is judged.
Eisenstadt interviewed the 39th president 5 times for his book, President Carter, The White House Years.
The reason why I wanted to write it and get it done now is because I felt that his presidency had been unfairly maligned.
The book praises Carter's accomplishments.
He was the greatest environmental president. He doubled the size of the national park system. Our energy bill, the deregulation of natural gas. I mean, the reason we have energy security today, the reason we're exporting natural gas and crude oil is because of Carter ending regulations.
But it also talks about Carter's setbacks.
There were real problems, and I deal with them honestly and candidly. I call them the 4 I's: inflation, Iran, inexperience of himself and his so-called Georgia mafia, and inter-party warfare.
Eisenstadt says Carter championed diversity, cared for the underprivileged, much like his humble beginnings.
The new session of the Tennessee General Assembly begins later this month, and we are hearing insight on a plan to deter hate crimes and strengthen public safety around the state. The Peace Act was filed by Representative William Lamberth and State Senator Mark Pody. Pody told News 2 he's filing 3 separate bills to address hate littering and trespassing, police procedure, and obstruction, along with road safety. The bill is in response to demonstrations by multiple hate groups that sparked outrage across the volunteer state in 2024.
There shouldn't be discrimination from anybody. But also when there are protests and such, I want to protect the First Amendment right that they can protest, they can do it, but they got to do it in a respectful and peaceful way.
Senator Posey says he's also focused on infrastructure and road projects across the state. He filed a bill that would send tax revenue from the sales of vehicles and tires into the state highway fund. Stay with us. This Week continues in a moment. And that will do it for this special edition of This Week. We hope to see you back here next weekend for another edition of This Week. Between now and then, have a great week.